Alarm rings. Not a normal alarm. The kind that sounds confident, motivated, hopeful. Stickman opens one eye and thinks, today. Today is the day. Not a big life-changing day, just a perfect day. Wake up early, exercise, eat healthy, finish work on time, learn something new, sleep proud. Simple, clean, under control. That's the plan. And this is exactly where everything starts going wrong. Because every disaster in adult life begins with a neat plan written in your head at 2 a.m. Stickman sits up in bed, checks the time. 6 a.m. Perfect. He smiles. This never happens. Usually it's 7:42 and panic. But today, discipline. He stands up, stretches. Motivation level 100%. Then the floor is cold. Very cold. Motivation drops to 92%. Still fine, still manageable. He walks to the bathroom, looks in the mirror. This face, this tired face. Yesterday's stress is still there, under the eyes, in the shoulders, in the soul. But he ignores it, because perfect days don't acknowledge reality. He brushes his teeth like a successful person would. Fast, aggressive, confident. Then comes the workout. The workout was planned with military precision. 30 minutes, no excuses. 5 push-ups later, Stickman is negotiating with the universe. Okay, maybe a light workout. 10 minutes later, he's lying on the floor, staring at the ceiling, heart racing like he just ran from responsibility. He checks the time, 6:18 a.m. How? How did 30 minutes disappear inside 5 push-ups and 1 dramatic collapse? This is the first crack. Small, easy to ignore. Stickman sits up in bed, tells himself, doesn't matter, still early. That sentence will be repeated many times today. It will be wrong every time. Next up, healthy breakfast. No junk, no sugar, no shortcuts. He opens the fridge. Inside, leftover sadness, expired motivation, and a chocolate bar he forgot about. They stare at each other. This is not hunger, this is temptation disguised as efficiency. Stickman does the math. Chocolate bar, instant happiness. Healthy breakfast, effort, dishes, time. He chooses speed because perfect days are busy. 1 bite becomes 2. 2 becomes, I'll start healthy from lunch. This is not failure. This is rescheduling discipline. 7 a.m. Time to leave. Stickman grabs his bag, checks his pocket. Phone, keys, wallet. Everything. Confidence returns. Then he remembers emails. I'll just check quickly. This is where the day officially dies. 5 minutes becomes 20, 1 reply becomes 5, 1 problem becomes a spiral. Now he's late. Not very late, just late enough to feel rushed, just late enough to lose calm. He walks faster, then realizes rushing doesn't save time. It just increases stress. On the way, something small happens. Someone cuts him off, the bus is crowded, the internet is slow. Nothing dramatic. But stress is cumulative, like dust, invisible until you can't breathe. By the time Stickman reaches work, the perfect day is already behind schedule. But no one announces it. There's no alert. Life doesn't say, your plan has failed. It just keeps going. At work, Stickman promises himself, today I'll focus, no distractions. 10 minutes later, a notification pops up. Then another, then a meeting that could have been an email, then an email that creates 3 more tasks. This is how modern work functions, not through effort, through interruptions. By noon, Stickman has worked all day and finished almost nothing. Lunch arrives. He plans something light, something clean. Instead, he eats fast, standing, scrolling, not tasting. Food becomes fuel, not enjoyment. Another silent downgrade. Afternoon hits. Energy crashes. This isn't laziness, it's biology. Your brain burns glucose. Stress burns more. Decisions burn even more. By 3 p.m., Stickman has made hundreds of tiny decisions. What to reply, what to ignore, what to delay, what to pretend isn't urgent. His brain is tired, but the to-do list isn't. So he does what tired brains do. He procrastinates productively, organizes files, cleans desk, plans tomorrow. This feels useful. It isn't. At 6 p.m., Stickman finally leaves. The day didn't explode. It leaked. Slowly, quietly. On the way home, motivation returns, because motivation loves endings. I'll fix everything tonight. Gym, learning, side project, early sleep. At home, he sits down, just for a minute. Phone in hand. Minutes dissolve. It's 9:30 p.m. The day is almost over. Now comes the emotional accounting. Workout? Half. Healthy eating? Kind of. Productivity? Debatable. Learning? Saved for tomorrow. Stickman feels that familiar mix: disappointment, confusion, guilt. He didn't fail dramatically, he failed normally. And that's the worst kind, because there's nothing specific to blame. No villain, no disaster, just friction. Here's the uncomfortable part. Perfect days don't fail because of laziness, they fail because they ignore how days actually work. Energy is limited, attention is fragile, life interrupts. We plan days like machines, but we live them like humans. Stickman thought control meant discipline, but real control is adaptation. He tried to force the day into a shape, the day pushed back. And tomorrow he'll plan again, slightly smarter, still hopeful. Because even after everything goes wrong, we don't stop planning perfect days. We just quietly wonder, what if the problem isn't us, but the idea of a perfect day itself?